I almost forgot to start recording. Oh, Lisa. I've been going 100 miles a minute though, so that explains it. I'll use that as an excuse anyway. And we actually have callers that have populated the studio board, so it worked this time. Direct Connect worked this time. So yes, we've been having, Raylene, I don't know if you heard, a lot of problems with Blog Talk Radio. Their engineers have just been trying so hard to fix it.
Oh, I did not know. Glad it's working.
So, okay. I'm sorry, Michelle Gray cannot attend. Hello, Eric. I love you. Michelle Gray is in the middle of an internet shortage, weather related, and Raylene may be having some big weather problems that may require her to shut off her video. So, you guys just send stabilizing energy.
Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Eric says, hi, Mama.
Hi, darling. So, we're going to talk about spirit guides and how to communicate with them. So, Raylene and Eric. And by the way, this will be when this becomes a YouTube, guys. Her information is going to be in the description box, but also Paula will put up, a screen with all of her information. So, don't worry. All right, so who wants to start?
Eric, of course. You're lovely. You're lovely. Not so little. He said, well, first off, let's talk about what a spirit guide is. He says a spirit guide is a spirit that's with you sometimes from birth and sometimes as you progress throughout life and experience certain things such as relationships, jobs. He says, you name it, there's really a spirit guide for everything. Having children and going through different experiences. He's over here laughing. He says you even have one for hormones, like puberty is what he's talking about.
That is necessary, right?
Yeah, he says major changes that you go through, there's going to be a spirit guide.
Want to write a book? I understand the spirit guides that help with that, and I guess usually they might be experts in that field, like an author, a writer of some sort might help with that. Or if you're dealing with hormonal problems, maybe in spirit guide who knows anything about, like a physician, the deceased physician, or endocrinologist, etc. Is that the way it is?
Sometimes, not always.
Okay.
But a background in it, similar to, when you're sick, you go see a doctor because the doctor has a background in medical.
Yeah.
It's their expertise. He's doing his air quotes over here. And so you have a spirit guide for many different things. You're not limited to just one. Everybody has them. You don't have to be somebody special to have a spirit guide. We all have them.
What's the average number? Obviously it fluctuates, but the average number all across the world of how many spirit guides a person has at any given time? Or a range is okay too. You can give me a range.
He says there is not a one size fits all. Everybody has a different need. Some can have as little as 2, others can have as many as hundreds.
Wow. What's the difference between that and a guardian angel? I understood that guardian angels are there from birth on. Maybe they're a type of spirit guide that is there with you from the get-go, or what?
A guardian angel is somebody that is destined to protect you. They're there to make sure that you're safe. He's using an example of somebody who's in a car accident that can get very much injured, but they don't. There was an angel that was protecting them. It wasn't their time to experience or even death. There was intervention from that specific guardian.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So, a lot of people want to know their spirit guide's name, but, names are not a big deal. So what can you tell them, Eric?
When it comes to the spirit guide name, it's not really important in the sense of needing to know their name to make that connection. If you can make the connection to energy, something that's energetically, then that's all you really need. And he said, when it comes to connecting, just by asking your guides, hey, can you give me an answer? That's not a way of connecting. That's kind of a half-ass connection.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to actually sit there and take a good minute to really hone in, ask your spirit guides to please come through and connect with you and open that door. He says for a lot of people, they visualize opening a door and that door being the door to the heavens, if that's what you wish to call it, the afterlife, air quotes. He says, so you, that connection just by sitting there and either demanding or asking for something that's not going to come through very quickly because you haven't made that actual knocking on the door and opening it up, making that finalizing of the connection. And so that's a major important part when it comes to communicating with your spirit guides.
What do you tell somebody who said, I tried, but I can't hear my guides, or I can't pick up any signs? It's like, I didn't know what signs they should try to pick up on, or should they hear them in their ear, in their mind's eye, in their mind's ear, so to speak? What do you tell them?
He says, well, Mom, everybody hears differently. Yeah. There's not one person that's going to hear like the other person. He's saying that 90% of the collective of people, they're going to hear with their mind what's going to sound similar to self-talk.
Yeah.
Chatter, brain. He says sometimes it feels like it's hard to turn off, and other times it feels like there's racing thoughts. There's a little bit difference between wanting to turn it off and having the racing thoughts that are going in there. He says it's not to be mistaken with certain mental illnesses, but it is very similar to the chatter going on in the brain.
Yeah, if they're telling you awful things, negative self-talk, it's not the spirit guides. Can you have a spirit guide that is a deceased loved one?
Absolutely. Oftentimes they play a role as guardian angels.
Oh, okay. So are guardian angels truly angels? I mean, what does that mean? They have angelic energy compared to a spirit guide? What's the difference?
He says, well, Mom, do you think I'm angelic? He says, well, the word angel, it really came from humans. He says, you put a label on us and you made it feel good. Yeah. He says, there's not necessarily a label that we connect with. He says, we are all good beings and we all have good intentions. Even a spirit guide tends to protect you in a sense when they're directing you in a direction. Yeah. When they're you to go somewhere, they have a sense of protection as well. Okay. So he says the angel is just more so a label because there's not pedestals for any of them. They don't as being higher or lower than the other. Yeah, you said that a lot of times. There's no hierarchy there. There's no better or worse, inferior, superior. Absolutely. He's going back to how you can hear your spirit guides. He says, so for everybody, it looks different. Some people will have that self-talk going on in their mind, and other people will have communication through numbers, through songs. He says, spirit communicates with you through electronics. It's easy to manipulate the energy and put something in your view that you're going to really get that aha moment. And you're going to get that thought of, oh yeah, this is my sign that this is what I'm supposed to do. And he says, so there's a number of different ways of communicating. It's not only through your physical body where you're hearing, seeing, smelling. He says it's also through other things around you, sources that we can use. Anything that has an electrical charge to it, we can use it. He's showing me the phone, computers, TV.
Eric, you used all of those with us, which is really, really cool. Yes. And so there's a number of ways that your spirit guides can communicate with you. He says now there's another important part that's connected to hearing your spirit guides and communicating back with them. It's your vibration. Vibration is key when it comes to communicating with your spirit guides. If your vibration's not really a little bit up, then it's going to be hard for you to understand when we're trying to get a message through to you. Yeah, because it's such a mismatch, because guides, angels, they have a very high frequency compared to us. So it's hard for them to lower their vibrational frequency to meet ours if it's super low. So, and
Yes.
that's too bad because you know what? That's when we need you guys the most. When we're grief stricken and just feeling depressed. So, what do you do? What do you do, guides? And what does a person do?
He says, well, I want everybody to understand a little bit about vibration, and then I'll help you to learn how to bypass some of those vibrational stubborn moments.
Okay.
Down, he's pacing, going back and forth.
Or,
He says, well, when it comes to the vibration, things that will make you have a very low frequency can be stress, depression, anxiety, going through a rough time and just being overly overwhelmed, exhausted. Being on autopilot can also keep you in a very low vibration frequency.
yeah,
And those things are things that block your connection with spirit. They block your intuition and your way of that door opening up and just feeling at ease, knowing that you're connected and knowing that everything is okay.
yeah,
He said, now it's also important to know that, Mom, you're human. You're going to have a human experience just as well as everybody else is.
yeah.
There's not a human being on the earth that has a wonderful day every single day and has a high vibration all the time. He says, you're here to experience humanness. And
Yeah.
so it's expected to have these lower vibrations from time to time. He says, the thing that you can do to raise your frequency is change your environment. Use essential oils to smell something that's going to be high frequency. Orange
Like
oil,
what?
orange essential
Oh, okay.
oil, those are very high frequency. Lavender is also very good for calming and it raises the frequency.
Well, I love lavender.
Cooking food, he says food in general, when you have that cooking smell, people get happy because they're about to eat something, right? He
Yeah,
says, so active, be very active and engage in cooking activities and something that's going to be very pleasurable for you in the sense of that smile is going to come on your face, right?
yeah,
He says, when you don't have access to anything that has a scent to it, well, you can do things like cleansing yourself. You can use sage, you can use palo, you can use a candle to really cleanse your energy, to raise your frequency. Because when your energy is low, you're holding on to something that's very stagnant. And so
yeah.
you have to find a way to let go of that shit and bring in something new to rejuvenate you.
Exactly.
You own it. You don't have to get used to it and you don't have to stick with it. And a lot of times people go in this major rut because they feel very down and low, and it's something that they get comfortable with and used to.
Yeah.
He says, make a change and push yourself out of that energy that you're stuck in. Um, buy yourself flowers. He says flowers are really beautiful and it's an act of kindness, not only to yourself, but if you do it for somebody else, for others.
Yeah.
He said, having kindness and having gratefulness be a part of your daily practices, that's also going to help to raise your frequency and help you to vibrate at a higher level.
Okay.
Music is wonderful. He says you can listen to any music that really makes you happy. Everybody looks different. For some people, they may like rap music. For other people, they may get a from rap music, and that might kind of, rub them wrong. And so you want to listen to what it is that you like and what it is that you enjoy. But music is a major influence to raise your frequency.
That's like certain smells some people like better than others. So
Absolutely.
whatever you're drawn to. Same with crystals, right? You're probably going to talk about that. Crystals can be used to raise your vibration, correct?
Absolutely. You want to get like clear quartz, crystals that are of the upper chakras, clear quartz, the third
Right.
eye, like lapis lazuli. It's also really good to
I love
raise your
that one. Yeah.
amethyst. Really good.
Amethyst. Yeah.
So there's a lot of crystals out there. It's a whole other topic in itself, but crystals are very beneficial in raising your frequency. They have energy in them, and that energy helps you.
Yeah.
Erik is talking about your body being a vehicle, and you have to look at your body as a vehicle that needs charging. What are you using to charge your vehicle? what type of food are you putting in your body? What type of fluid are you putting in your body? Is there,
Coffee? No, I drink
right?
one tiny cup of coffee in the morning,
That's
but
out water. She throws out coffee. And that's exactly it. He says coffee might get you going for the day, but in reality, it's not something that's going to benefit you in the
no,
long
no,
because you're going to have crash from
right,
that coffee.
right.
And so he says, look at your body as a vehicle and look at what you're using to fuel the vehicle. He says, it's just like you're supposed to, as if you're going to put gas. Are you putting unleaded or premium gas in your car,
Jet
right?
fuel.
What's it going to run on? Are you going to run on fumes? Do you run on, an empty tank all the time? Are you running on full? What is it that you're fueling that body with? And that's the important part. Vegetables, real food, no more fast food, because fast food's something that's going to really lower the vibration.
Processed. That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm looking at this chakra chart that I have here, and like you said, amethyst, as azurite, aquamarine. There's actually the one at the very top is apophyllite. I don't know how we pronounce
Lipo-
it.
Lepidolite.
Apophyllite.
Oh, it's an A. It's I know what you're saying. It's a rare crystal.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it.
So is
And when we talk
azure.
about aromatherapy, the top ones are like neroli, citrus vulgaris, and rose absolute,
It's frank.
rosa, um, okay, and jasmine, and they talk about the different tones, the higher, the musical key note to listen to bring up your vibration. And this one is a C sharp, is the eighth chakra. Seventh is a B. Six is A. And G is the throat chakra. It's kind of cool. Kind of a neat thing to have here. But
Yeah,
anyway, took you down a rabbit hole.
that's okay. We're coming back out of the rabbit hole. But
Okay.
those are very informative. They can help people to reference
Yeah.
when they need that uplift.
Yeah. And
So
just listening to stand-up comedy, dancing, moving your body, doing a samba or rumba or whatever you call it, cha cha cha,
yes,
in your living room all by yourself if necessary. Sometimes that can help too. Movement, I think, is very underrated.
very much underrated, and it is really important with raising your vibration as well. Stretching will help you to move stagnant
Wow.
energy
Yeah.
and will help you to have movement in your life. So consider incorporating it in your daily activities.
Sounds good. What else, Erik? What else can help them listen to be able to hear and get guidance from their guides?
Dedicating time on a regular basis. So this could be 2 times a week, but if you want to have growth within your spiritual abilities, you've got to make time for it. He says,
Yeah.
because when that's a great metaphor. He says, when somebody's trying to lose weight, they're getting a membership and they're going to a gym. They're making an effort to take time to build those muscles and to tone their body the way they want it. They're not just, buying a membership and not using it
Yeah.
because and it's going to be pointless. He says, so you have to set a schedule, 2 days, however many days you want, and give yourself 10 minutes, 20 minutes to really sit there and engage with your guides.
Yeah.
Even if you don't hear anything or if you don't get a response the first time you do it or the first couple of times you do it, that's okay. At least you're still making an effort to build that muscle to
Yeah.
get the results that you want. It's a lot like going and trying to lose weight or trying to get fit. It takes time before you see results. It's not instantaneous.
Absolutely. And a lot of us just give up. And you can also ask your spirit guides to help you hear them too. I mean, we never ask for help. We forget, you know?
He says, and that is the truth. He says, the thing is, as a human, you have free will and we can't intervene with anything, even if we know that you need help.
Yeah.
He says, we cannot stand there and intervene, even though we see you suffering. We need to physically ask, please help me out of this situation. A one-time asking me to help you for the rest of your life isn't going to cut it.
Oh,
He says,
no.
situation has their own time of needing to ask for assistance.
Yeah. Well, can guardian angels interfere? Like to save you from being killed in a car crash or something like
Yeah,
that?
he
Okay.
says,
And archangels, I think, can too. So they each have their different roles and abilities. Although I'm wondering if a spirit guide can also, if they want to, not graduate, because that implies superiority, but also take on the role that a guardian angel has with someone. Can they? Or is that it? You are a spirit guide, never to become a guardian angel.
he says, no, we can merge with one another and
Oh,
experience the lesson that the guardian angel is experiencing. We can be a co-pilot if it's needed, but it's very rare that that happens.
yeah.
He said the guardian angels, they interfere with things that are not contracted with something
Oh,
that it to be a lesson for you. Oftentimes when you're struggling, there's a lesson behind it that you signed up for. And so that's a part of why your free will cannot be intervened unless you request it.
yeah. Makes sense. Makes complete sense. All right. So, Erik, you're a spirit, you guide people, right? How many people are you currently guiding right now?
Right as you ask that, he's like, an
Army of people.
army of people. It's in the thousands. It's
Wow.
very, very big.
Good thing
And
you can multitask, man. That's cool.
absolutely. I still have a hard time comprehending that one.
I know, me too. So, are you, uh, who are my guides? Are you one of my guides, Erik?
He says, yes, I'm one of your guides. I'm also one of your guardians. He
Oh,
says, I
great.
have multiple titles underneath my belt because I've learned so much
Yeah,
and I now know how to use different energies to get a result
that's
and to help
awesome.
you to accomplish things. He says, I feel very accomplished where I'm at right now.
You are, man. So, can somebody say, hey, I want Archangel Raphael to guide me, to be a spirit guide? Can you request that and it happens, or
He
does it
says,
depend on Raphael?
you're not limited to who you can connect with. He says the archangels, they're not only catering to important people. He says everybody is important. And
Yeah.
that's what everybody realizes. You're all the same.
Yeah.
And he says, so if you want Archangel Michael to help you, then you say, can you please assist me with whatever it is? He says, it's important to be specific on what it is that you want, but
Mm.
asking for help, that's one thing, but what do you want help with? Like, I understand you want help with this situation, but how can I be of assistance to help you with it? That is also very important when it comes to being direct on what type of help we can do by what you're asking us to do. Intend and be specific.
So, can you give me an example, Erik, of a very specific request for help, or maybe a couple of them?
Yeah. He says, somebody who is not working right now and they need a job, and you ask, guides, please help me to find a job. Well, what kind of job do you want us to help you to find? Which direction would you like us to look? And so be specific on what type of job you want. Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to go to school? Because we may direct you in going to school, which may lead you to getting a better job.
Yeah. Interesting. Another example.
He says the help will not always look like what you think it's going to look like. It may look
Mhm.
completely different because there's always a point A and a point B to get to the C.
It's true.
He's going, he's making me dizzy over here.
Uh-oh.
He
All right,
says you
that's
have to
interesting. Cool.
consider the transportation that we have to do as spirits to direct you in the right outlet that's going to be best for you. Now he says it's up to you to listen to that direction.
So, if you were to ask for help finding a romantic relationship, a forever partner, I guess you could. It seemed like it would be good to ask, please nudge me to a person to whom I can give unconditional love for the rest of our lives, and from whom I can receive unconditional love for the rest of my life, and make sure that we know each other's existence and presence. You can't just say, hey, just help me find love, because who knows what that's going to end up being.
He says, you're right, Mom. It could be a one-night stand. You could one night. You could love her for one night.
Yeah.
He says, so you want to be specific on, do you want long-term romance? Do you want serious? Do you want somebody who's faithful? He says, because there's a million different types of people that we can send your way. He says, be specific what it is you're wanting.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go. Ooh.
Along with what he's saying, there's a really funny story that I have. I read it in a feng shui book, and it's about this woman who wanted a relationship. She wanted a husband, and so she had her section of her house feng shui. In the relationship sector of her house, she used the colors, the crystals, and she used words. She put on her wall, "Universe, bring me a husband." The universe brought her a husband, somebody who was married, having an affair on their wife.
Oh God. Yeah, you got a husband, all right. Already taken. Jesus, that's hilarious. Yeah, be careful what you wish for too. You're right.
Yes.
Can a student ask for help passing an exam?
He says yes.
I have them give me a 92 on this exam, or help the information that I've incorporated into my brain come to the surface at the right time for the right questions, things like that.
Absolutely. He says it happens all the time. He says, believe it or not, Mom, that is one of the things that I get asked to help with the most. He says, test.
Wow.
And not only school, some of it is even test with employment, any type of test. He says, I help a lot with it.
That's great. That's awesome. Cheaters. It's worth it. Okay. Well, do you want to say anything else about communicating with our spirit guides before we start taking questions?
He says, I'm no cheater.
No, I know you're not. Okay. So yeah. Any other remarks?
He says, I can be your spirit guide if you want me to be your spirit guide. I'm not limited to certain people either. He says, so if you want me as a spirit guide, reach out to me and ask me and I'll be there.
That's awesome. You're awesome. I love you. All right. Well, I'm going to ask a question for someone who's international first, and then we'll start taking calls. Is that okay, Erik?
Yes, Mama.
Okay. Tina, I can't say her last name, but she's in Honolulu, Hawaii, trying to start a business selling crystals. Well, she's not international anyway. Far, kind of couldn't call in. She's trying to start a business selling crystals via Instagram. Of course, the husband is not for any of this. He's concerned it will decrease what we receive back during tax season, and that the business will not be profitable to where it's even worth having. As such, setting up my business has literally come to an abrupt halt. I have crystals, my business license, etc. Erik, do you see her owning a successful business? And if so, what type, and will it cause us to lose money at tax time? And will it cause harmony or discord in our marriage?
It's already causing friction in the marriage.
Yeah.
It will continue to cause friction. It looks like the whole situation is going to influence her and not have her 100% dedicated to her business. It's not going to be successful. It'll be successful, but not in the way that she wants it to be.
So what should she do?
Get her husband under her belt, on the same page, be on, agree together, because the energy that is there with her and her husband is going to really impact her ability to really be there and be present in the company.
Why don't you research other crystal business and find out how much they make? What if you find one company that's selling them for millions of dollars and stuff? So if you could find some success stories, that might pull them along.
Absolutely.
And every crystal you buy, it's deductible. I mean, it's an expense, right?
Absolutely.
And all of the business license, all that, those are operating expenses. So yeah. And who would you ask for help with that business? A particular archangel? I mean, a particular guide?
Your work guide,
Okay.
simply your work guide, business guide, and that's going to be what comes to help you.
Ooh, I would ask for a light being from Atlantis because they're all up into crystals. So I think that would be cool too. You don't have to just have one person help, right? One being.
Right.
Okay.
No, you can have several. You
All
can
right.
have a
Very cool. All right, let's go onward and upward. Got somebody from the 860 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's up? Who are we speaking with?
This is Amala.
Hi, Emma. Amala. That's right. I remember your name.
Hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, I have a question about March and April per se. It's been very interesting the last 10 days for sure. Spirit gave me a lot of just tests, and I've been just soaring basically. And just not meeting the right people, but I've learned my lessons. So I'm just wondering what March and April have in store for me as far as broadening my social life and meeting new people and possibly a serious relationship.
Awesome.
Anything you've got?
Yeah.
nothing for our serious relationships coming through. You really need to work on closing the chapter that you're on right now in order for something new to come in. And so it looks like there's things that need to come to an end before a new beginning can come.
That makes sense. But that might not be that long, right? It doesn't have to be.
No, we're having a lunar eclipse March 25th. And so that will probably help you to really rid what no longer serves you.
Cool. And Raylene and I are having a discussion about Libra and a full moon. We're going to do that tomorrow, but I don't know when it's going to be. We'll probably post it earlier and beat everything else in the queue since it's timely. Since it's today, isn't it? But we're having our session tomorrow. All right. All right. Thanks for calling.
No, but one second. So like as far as like the broadening with the networking, do you feel that expanding in March? Because I have a few places where I'm going to be really connecting with people, or I need to release more of what you said on the full moon in March.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
It is. What type of networking are you referring to? Is this business?
Business,
friends?
pleasure, friends.
Okay. What was that?
Is it business or is it friends?
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, it's just friends that.
Oh.
It's just because I'm just such a high. I've done so much. It's like I just people fall away because I outgrow people. I just do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to take the next caller because there are so many people on this call. All right. Got somebody from the 410 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for taking my call. This is Laurel from Fresno.
Hey. What you got for us?
So my dad passed away over the summer, and then 2 months later, his wife passed away. And so I've talked to him a couple times, but I haven't talked to my stepmom. And so I was just wondering if I could get a message from her. Her name is Sarah.
Sarah. And was she from Fresno too?
No, she don't really know where she was from, but she was over in Maryland when she passed.
Oh, Maryland. Okay.
So Sarah's not giving any specific messages. I don't have her coming through. What Erik is telling me is there's something that's private. She's wanting a private connection.
Okay. Oh.
So she doesn't have anything specific that's coming through. I don't have her. That came from Erik.
Okay.
What about it from my dad?
What's his name?
His name's Rob.
Rob.
It's interesting because he's not coming there.
What is his private thing about? Is it about money? Is it about a secret? What's it about? Is
It almost feels like
advice?
private in life, and wouldn't put a whole conversation out there for everybody to hear. It's more intimate.
Okay. You probably just need to book a session with one of the mediums then, really.
Either or do a meditation and connect with them on your own.
Yeah.
You don't always have another person helping you.
That's true. You could try on your own.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh God, now I need, let me know what it is. I'm such a busybody. I'm kidding. All right, 651 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Christiana.
Hi, Christiana, what's up?
I was just wondering, let me know if this is too vague. I was wondering when I have my baby, see happening as far as me being a single parent, everything working out, or yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Erik?
The line cut out and I couldn't hear her question.
She wants to know if when she has her baby, she's a single parent, will it be okay? Everything will work out?
She'll be okay. She's going to be better off dealing with this in the beginning on her own. She won't be forever. There will be another person that comes in to help her have a family.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. All right. Thank you. All right, now we got to get to the people who have been waiting. For some reason, the times are all jumbled up. Okay, 304 area code. Hi there, how are you? Anybody there? 304 area code?
Oh, hello.
Hey,
hello.
how you doing?
This is good. This is Gretchen from West Virginia.
Hey, Gretchen.
Yes, it's been a while.
It
I'm
has
really surprised you took my call. I came in late. I was wondering if I could get a message from my father. His name is Tom.
Mm-hmm. Where is he from? Where did he?
Originally from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So with Tom, he's making me feel like he can see clearly. Things are clear for him right now. And so I'm not sure if he struggled with vision when he was alive or if there was something that he couldn't see with, but he's just letting you know that he's seeing something that's clear.
Well, maybe it's a metaphorical thing. Like I see the airs of my way or something like that. What is it, Erik?
That is it. He's seeing clearly.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Gretchen. All right. 518 area code. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hey, what's
Hi
up?
there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Hi. Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome.
I was just about to message you actually. Hello, ladies. I heard the part of the answer the other day you had asked in your show last week, but I couldn't hear the whole thing, and I don't know if it was my phone. I don't know if it was, so I guess I just wanted to try to get the full answer.
Well, it's also on YouTube if you wanted to also listen back to it.
I don't. Oh, okay.
But go ahead. Yeah.
Really, but I'm so sorry. Okay,
No,
this is about the gentleman. My name is Val, and this is about the gentleman in question about, when he'll be back around.
Is he alive?
Name. Yes, he is. Well, yeah. I don't want to date someone in spirit.
Oh no, we didn't know if you meant somebody's going to be reincarnated or into your family or something.
All
right. So will he come back to her?
What?
Will this person be? Can you give us a first initial even?
Oh, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Will Jeffrey come back to her?
The person will come back to her, but she's not going to be pleased. She's not going to be pleased with how he comes back. He's not going to be what you need, but he'll come back. You won't be satisfied in the relationship emotionally.
Is there another relationship waiting in the wings that would be more satisfying?
Absolutely.
Good.
Okay, well, just quickly, when do you see him coming back?
Time frame can be very tricky.
Time is really tough. Yeah.
It is.
I do understand that.
If I had to try and pinpoint it, I'd say around April.
Okay.
He'll come back around.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of my boundaries now, of setting up different boundaries.
Yeah.
So that I can, you know what I mean? Like I can at least say, okay, this is what I'll accept. This is what I won't accept.
Good idea.
Okay, this will work out. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's not
smart.
about, am I going to be right back with this person? I'll accept anything.
Oh, no. No, you're smarter than that, girl.
So,
all
right.
right.
That's right. I've learned my lessons.
Oh, God, haven't we all?
Thank you so much.
You bet, sweetheart.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Thank you. God bless.
God bless you too. Okay. 209 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's up?
This is Stacy from California.
Hey, Stacy.
I've been doing the same line of work for almost 30 years. I'm a paralegal for a divorce attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So I see a lot of nasty stuff.
Mm.
But when I was a kid, I remember like I was 5 or 6, my mom had shingles. I touched her and she's like, why are you touching me? And I'm like, I could heal you. And, my mom said what she said, like people can't heal by touch or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
But I've always had that in the back of my head. And like,
that is
mind,
cool.
like, why did I think that?
Wait, Stacy, how old were you?
I was probably like 5 or 6 when I touched my mom.
Well, obviously, you must be a healer and have the capacity. We all have some healing capacity, obviously. But yeah, what's going on with her? Erik, should she change from paralegal to healer and develop those gifts even further?
You said change from paralegal to develop the gifts. She can definitely keep both of them.
Yeah.
It's fully within herself to be able to heal herself and others, because everybody has it. You just have to hone into it.
Yeah, but what happened at 5 or 6? Why did she want to heal her mom's shingles? So what was going on there? Was she a healer in the previous life? I mean, what's going on with that whole exchange between her and her mother?
He says her mind was very unfiltered at such a young age.
Yeah.
She connected to what she can do, what she's capable of, even seeing spirit and communicating with spirit. He says it's a thing with younger kids.
Yeah.
It's easily attainable. And he said, so not anything directly directed towards past, but more so of being unfiltered.
Okay.
Mom needed help and she wanted to help her. In her mind and in her body, there was an activation that took place. I can help you. I can fix this.
Wow. That is very cool. All right. Thank you, Stacy, for calling. Go use those powers for good. All right. Somebody in the 818 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, Mama. This is Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
I'm calling because I got an injury probably almost 2 months ago. It's an intercostal sprain on the ribs. And I'm just wondering if everything's okay with my body, because with menopause and everything, I can't tell.
Yeah. Maybe do a quick body scan, Erik.
Yes, please. And she's perfect for that.
So he shows her body healing very slowly. There's nothing major that he's pointing out. Just it's taking time to heal. There's a lot of emotional baggage that you've got and it's stuck within your energetic field, your body, your chest, your shoulders, and your neck. This is where you carry a lot of energy. Um, I'm looking right below your chest area, but also your chest area. And so he's showing you stretching to really move energy, do what you can do to unleash some of the stagnant energy that you've got going on.
What about upper body yoga or something? I don't know if there's such thing as upper body yoga, but or just plain old stretching or what?
Upper body yoga is a thing.
It is. Oh my God. Jeez. Okay.
Stretches that are upper body.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, I remember when I first tried yoga, and actually last time I tried it because I don't really have time, it made me cry. And I did not know anything about this. I mean, Erik had died, so I had a lot of built up grief. And it just, I started sobbing and it's like, okay, I don't want anybody to see me doing this. But that must have been it, huh? And so you actually might experience this too. You might, Shelley, experience some emotions when you stretch some of the key places, right? But just feel it.
I'm sure.
Allow it to come
It's just
through.
very hard to stretch right now.
I know it hurts.
It's a release. Yeah, be careful what you do. Make sure you don't, overdo yourself because you are healing.
Yeah.
But
don't re-injure for sure.
Yeah, but you'll have a release of emotion, a release of energy. And oftentimes people do go through a purging of crying. Some even, they laugh like uncontrollably.
Really?
And good or bad.
Yeah. That's cool. Emotions are so fascinating.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You bet, Shelley.
Thank you, Mama.
You bet, sweetie. All right. Let me see here. Trying to find it. Oh, here we go. 90. I lost my place. 908 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my mom has a question. My mom would like to visit her daughter, Donna P., who is in a group home in West Hampton, New Jersey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's possibly in custody, but her daughter-in-law has custody of her and will not let any of the family members come visit. Her daughter-in-law is named Mary Margaret P.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going on with that?
So what's going on, Erik? I know we've touched on this before about the house, halfway house. Is this the one where she's not particularly happy where she is? Or is it somebody else?
She's not, but the reason why we have no control is because my sister-in-law, Mary Margaret, has custody of my autistic sister, and she won't let any of the family members go visit my sister Donna in the group home, and my mom's not even allowed to go visit her either.
Did she say why?
She has a lot of resentment towards our family because we're just not perfect, I guess.
Who is?
You're gonna get rights to seeing her. I'm looking at documents, so this could be through court related, but there is some type of document that's going to be filed. It might not even be with the court, it could be with the group home. I'm seeing them being connected to this situation. You'll be able to see her. It's not going to be every week, but you'll still get back in her life.
Now, does this sister-in-law of yours have any monetary reason to do this? Does she get money from being the guardian or anything like that?
Yeah, she is receiving my sister's disability money because my
sister is my God. Okay, well.
Terrible. People are
not
shitty.
even related by blood. No, you need to get on this. Erik, help her.
My brother.
Yeah. Okay. Erik, help her.
He is.
Yeah, good. So check with the home first. And maybe with the disability department. I mean, why is she getting it? Instead of you guys, instead of keeping it for her care. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it?
That is.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll check back with us, okay? In future shows.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
We got your back. We're not going to leave you high and dry. We'll
Okay,
we'll
thank
stick
you.
with you on this, okay?
Okay, all right,
Okay.
thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, let me see here. Oops, I didn't hang up. Didn't push hard enough. All right, we got somebody from the 323 area code. Hi there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Who are we?
Oh, my.
Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
All right, this is Jason down in Los Angeles. I'm so stoked that you guys picked me.
Did your last name start with an L?
Yeah, I know we spoke before on email and stuff like that.
Okay.
At least. So, anyways, my first time calling in though.
Awesome. Glad to talk to you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you both for doing this. First of all, I just want to, ask Erik if there's I'm a single dad and lost both my parents last 2 years, but everything's cool. I just want to see if there's anything in my life that's going to progress with where I'm at, moving on out of here and just, living a bigger life.
What do you want? What's your dream?
To buy a home so my son can have his own room
with a backyard and everything. Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you see Erik him moving to a different place that's more affordable, etc.? Texas, come to Texas.
No, I can't though.
I know. Okay.
He's right. He has to stay where he's at in the current state.
Okay.
He is going to be moving. I do see that you're going to move. You're not going to purchase a home immediately. You're going to have a move before you purchase. Your next home is going to have 2 bedrooms. So your son's going to have his own room. I also see change with employment coming for you. So if you have a major change that happens with your job that you're not in control of, don't be afraid because there's going to be something better that comes. There's positive energy that's coming through with you, very positive.
Oh.
So there's change, there's home change, and there's also going to be a relationship that comes. I'm looking at somebody coming to help you that's going to be romantically connected to you. The person is very, how do I say it? They're very masculine. It's not a boy, but they're very masculine. They have a very routine energy with them. They likely have like their own business going on. They have very masculine energy with the person that's coming in.
Well, that's might be good. Get a mover and a shaker. Give your child some extra added stability, right? Routine. That might be a positive thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm open to it all. So that'll happen pretty soon then. Yeah, I mean, this year I'm hoping because my master number is 8. We're in the 8th year, so I'm kind of feeling like it's luck is going to be coming in.
Yeah.
So within the next 3 months, you're going to start to see these changes happen.
Awesome.
Very, very fast energy that's taking place for you. So be prepared for it.
And
Embrace
lots
it.
of astrological stuff coming too, guys. I mean, the solar eclipse, the lunar thing, the Libra and a full moon. There's so much stuff going on in the spring.
We do.
That might also help push things along.
They're triggers for it. Absolutely.
Who should he call on for help? A particular archangel, his guides, Erik, anybody?
Erik says that he's got a team already behind him. He doesn't need to reach out.
Okay.
He can. He knows they're there. It's more of like when, how, let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited for you.
Telling you.
Jason, I'm excited for you.
Thanks.
Let us know what happens.
Thank you. I will. And Raylene, thank you so much. Thank you. And at least I want to email you back this week. I think about the scalar stuff that we spoke about before.
It's fine.
So I'll get back in touch with you. But
All
thank
right.
you guys for everything.
You bet. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he deserves, like all of us do, the best. All right. Now we got somebody from the 732 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And I knew I knew I've had something in my mind for so long, and tonight it was the night because the
Yay!
topic was so perfect.
Perfect.
So I love to sing, and I love to lift other people's vibrations and to help people pray. I sing at church, and I was wondering if Erik would make an introduction to Miss Whitney Houston for me, to ask her if she would join my spiritual team to help me with my voice.
What is your name?
Get even better and better.
I wish I could sing. What is your first name and where are you calling from? Where's home?
Melissa from Manchester.
Oh, yeah.
New Jersey. Melissa.
Yeah. Every time I hear you call, it's Melissa Manchester to me. Who is also a singer. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. So can you do that, Erik?
He says I can.
Bring
Whitney is,
bring Nippy across. Nippy, can you come over?
he says Whitney Houston is, she's in a state of healing and working with her family right now.
Okay.
She's being people. I feel like, you know, when you're in line trying to get an autograph, she's not accepting autographs right now.
Okay.
There's another guide that she's working with that can do the same thing that Whitney Houston did. And so there's already that support that's taking place. You already have a spirit guide that's connected to music, not only music with you singing, but with you doing writing. I'm also looking at writing. So you've got really creative talents when it comes to writing your own songs, when it comes to writing poems, lyrics, and even books as that comes. You also have a very strong connection to kids. And so you're going to be working with kids if you're not currently working with them. When it comes to changes that are happening for you, you're going to have a different position in your church. And so this could be you singing in a different type of environment that you currently have. The energy is changing around you when it comes to how you're singing and who you're singing to. Children are very, very connected to you with this.
Wow, that's cool. So who can she call upon? The spirit guide that is working with her on behalf of Whitney Houston. Can we call him by a certain name? Can she refer to him to make it easier to call upon him?
Yeah, Erik is calling her Luna.
Oh, her. Okay, it's a girl. Okay, cool.
You mean the moon? Luna?
Exactly. That's what I said, like the mood. Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you so much. And Alisa, you're so intuitive because it's exactly what I wanted to know.
Cool. Cool. Yummy. Hey, you. Hey, Frankie. All right, Melissa.
I love you guys so much.
Love you more. You too. All right. We are going to pretty soon close. But Raylene, would you like to offer any interesting information about you and what you have to offer? Of course, we're going to have her in the description box when it's a YouTube. All of her information will be there, but we're also going to put a screen on with her information. So Raylene, what you got for us?
Absolutely. I do personal readings, astrology readings, and I also teach people how to connect with their spirit guides and much more. Right now, I do have a code that gives you 50% off of services. Wow. It's Erik, code word Erik, ERIK, at checkout, and that will allow you to have 50% off of services.
That is so awesome. And it's angelic astrological guidance 911.com. But of course, that's going to be, you don't have to memorize that because it's not easy. It's a mouthful. All right. Thank you, Raylene. Thank you, Erik. I love you. I love Raylene. And I love all you guys that are so sweet to listen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Talk to you tomorrow, girl.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.